Hi everyone, this is Katie here. Welcome back to Options Fireside Chat. This is episode 9, Directional versus Neutral Income. So in the chat group, QL said, I only sell puts when charts are bullish. EF countered in the chat group, I don't care direction as long as premiums are steady. That is one exchange that captures a truth that every trader eventually faces. Are you trading the market or trading your comfort zone? So there are two philosophies, one market in the chat group. So in QL's directional camp, he believed in directional setups, only sell puts on stocks trending higher. Ride the momentum, let price action be your safety net. EF's neutral camp, he focused purely on mechanics. Collect theta, manage delta, repeat. Market go up, down, sideways. I just harvest volatility. That's what he said. So, two philosophies, both sound logical, both make money until the market changes phases. The truth, you can't stay profitable by being one dimension in a multi-phase market. So, what's the real edge? For directional traders, they leverage on momentum. They win big when markets trend, but get whipsawed when markets chop. Neutral traders, they harvest volatility. They collect steady premium in range-bound markets, but bleed slowly when trends emerge. Neither works forever. The real edge isn't picking a side, it's knowing which environment you are in right now. Because you cannot collect premium if you are collecting drawdowns. So the question isn't which style is better, it's which style fits the current volatility regime. So let's take a look at SPY. Two worlds. In world A is range bound. SPY stuck between 510 and 520 for 3 weeks. The volume is flat, gamma pin. Winner, short strangles and iron condos shine. The theta decays work steady. Implied volatility compresses. Neutral traders make steady income because time is predictable. However, in world B, when it's trending, SPY breaks trend. 510 becomes 490 in 4 sessions. Suddenly, gamma flips, delta dominates. Directional traders win big with cash secured puts or covered calls. Neutral traders scramble, rolling, widening, and praying. So same ticker, different environment. Each flips with volatility. That's why the pros don't marry a style, they marry adaptability. Hence, in options trading here, there are a lot of different strategies like your spreads, your strangles, your straddles, and your cash secured puts and or iron condor. So your butterfly. So there's so many different strategies that one can leverage on, and there's no uh, there's no the same strategy to be applied in the same situation. So there is a number of strategies for professional traders to select depending on how the market is doing. So three market modes usually. Every options environment rotates between three modes. We recognize this transition early is what separates a professional trader from collectors. You have a trending mode where the price leads, volatility compresses. It's best for directional trades. You short puts or you sell covered calls. Ranging mode, price are trapped, volatility mean reverts. It's best for neutral income strategies like your strangles, your eye condors. Transitional mode, uncertainty rising, volatility expanding. So it's best for patience and hedging. Either you long VIX and also in small size. Size your positions. So most traders don't lose from bad strikes. They lose from being in the wrong regime with the right idea. So how to identify the regime? We don't really need a crystal ball, just a framework. We match the strategy to the state. We don't fight the tape, we flow with it. So we will look at implied volatility versus historical volatility. So if IV is greater than HV, it means market is expecting a move. We either stay defensive or neutral. If IV is less than HV, it's a compression phase. So trend likely to resume. And we also look at gamma exposure here. If it's a positive gamma exposure, market makers dampen the volatility. And if it's a negative gamma exposure, volatility amplifies. We also can look at ADX or moving averages. So these are all technical indicators. If the ADX is rising, it's a trend forming. If the ADX is flat, it's a choppy zone. It's good for neutral trades. Case study, HIMS versus NVIDIA. HIMS in the ranging environment, NVIDIA in the trending environment. So HIMS has been ranging between $9 and $10 for weeks. Low realized volatility, IV collapsing. It's a perfect setup for a short strangle. So what's the strangle? You sell put and you sell call at the same at a different strike price, but at the same expiration date. Next, Nvidia trending environment. Earnings runs up from 460 to $500. Directional momentum strong. IV compressing. Perfect setup. Cash pickup puts at $460 strike. Safe and efficient. So you can choose to sell cash pickup puts. It means that you sell puts, but you have the money to cover if shit happens. So you can sell out of the money puts, you can sell at the money puts, but the most efficient is at the money puts. So both generate income, but for completely different reasons. The skill is knowing which engine is driving your premium. So from prediction to adaptation, retail traders obsess over being right. Pick one camp. I'm a premium seller or I'm a trend follower. Professionals, they are fluid. They don't predict, they adapt. They let volatility tell them how aggressive to be. So for me, I stick to a basic wheel strategy, but in advanced mode, I will decide which strategies to apply to. So it's just a basic setup and it can expand to different strategies along the way depending on how the market is doing. So premium selling is not about courage, it's about matching velocity to volatility. When the tape is calm, you expand exposure. When the tape gets loud, you cut it in half. Simple, but few have the humility to execute that discipline. So wisdom from the chat group, QR's perspective. Neutral traders eat every day. Directional traders feast once a month. EF's response, yes, but one bad feast can choke you. So both are right. That's why the best portfolios blend both philosophies. Neutral income keeps you alive. Directional conviction makes you wealthy. Together, they form resilience, not dependence. So how we synchronize together? You don't need to choose between directional or neutral. You just need to synchronize them. Stable volatility, you run your neutral income base, do strangles, covered calls. The regime, the trend confirms, you layer directional exposure, short puts or long calls. If the regime shifts, recognize it and adjust before everyone else does. Neutral trades pays the bills, directional trades pay for freedom. So the market's regime decides which engine to ref. Your job is not to predict the next phase, it's to recognize when it shifts and adjust before everyone else does. That's the quiet edge of a professional income trader. So this is options fireside chat where conviction meets decay, where neutrality keeps you in the game and direction gives your game a purpose. Because the market doesn't care which side you pick, only whether you know when to switch. So stay tuned for options fireside chat episode 10. Remember to like this YouTube video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn on your notification bell, and then have a great day, everyone. Signing off here.